Good morning, Manna Church. Welcome to Morning Manna. I want to talk about Joshua for the next couple sessions. Joshua is an incredible leader, and we can learn a lot about how he transitioned from old ways to some of the new ways that God had for him. Now, hopefully you know the story. The people of God, they were held captive in Egypt. And God, with a strong right hand, he delivered them using Moses. He delivered them, brought them out of Egypt, and set them on a course to experience the promises of God in the land of Canaan. Now, along the way, God did incredible stuff. He blessed them with food. He blessed them with victories. He blessed them and blessed them and blessed them. The thing is, they were not yet in the promises of God. First lesson, don't ever confuse the blessing of God with the fulfillment of God's promises and call of your life. Sometimes they'll connect, but many times God blesses us to keep us going so we can experience our calling here on planet Earth. So Joshua is part of this, and then Moses dies. And Joshua's the guy, and he's in prayer, and God visits him. And he says, Joshua, my servant, Moses, he's dead. Now, Joshua knew that because he had served Moses. What was God saying? God was saying, I believe this, at least this. You don't have to be like Moses to be who you're called to be. Learn from Moses, but you don't have to imitate it. The second thing is, the ways of Moses that have brought you all to right where you are, those aren't going to be the ways that will take you into the promised land. Moses' ways was great in bringing the people of God to the promises. Joshua's way, his style of leadership, how he did church, was very different than Moses's, and it was ideally suited to take land, not just to go toward land. So here's Joshua. He's praying. God says, you don't have to be like Moses. And then he goes, I want you to prepare to go over. It takes faith to believe the promises of God, but it also takes a lot of faith to make preparations for the promises we've yet experienced. And so he's telling, look, you're going to cross over, make preparations now. Get ready to cross over. And then just look at the promises. Look at what I have for you. Just focus on that. And once you get excited about that, remember this: wherever you set your foot, I'm going to give it to you. There will be opposition, but they won't be able to stand against you. Not because you're all that, but because I'm with you. Could you imagine having that kind of devotional? You're connecting with God. You're in the middle of where things were and how things are going to be, and God says, I got some new things to teach you. Start preparing for the new things now, and start actually seeing what I have for you, and that will start carrying you toward the promises of God. So for today, I just want to pray that God would open up the eyes of our understanding to be able to see the promises, get excited, even if they don't look like the past. We get excited about it. We'd be willing to start making preparations, and that our faith would rise knowing that God would be with us every step of the way. He's the one who's going to lead us into the experience of his promises for our lives. Amen.